All right, so I again like here's my second political commentary, by the way. So this time muna it's about the US Senate races in 2022. So wait, I'm gonna yeah, share screen something. Wait, just wanna focus on to the New York Times one. I just wanna share this the article. So yeah, it says here from Shane Goldmacher or Macker from the New York Times is that so yeah, 6 months into Biden's it's already been 6 months, yes, into Biden's administration, and it'll be 7 months already. So it's a fast pace, and of course the Senate Democrats are now optimistic again as their members say on keeping their 50-50 Senate majority, and sure they can be optimistic now on keeping it, maybe adding some of it. But I would well, it's just a cautious optimism, and that's good because we don't because if I was the Senate Democrats, like GOP and I won't let any GOP Senate non-incumbent challengers gets to kick out any single GOP or rather every single Democrat in their Senate seats that is crucial to the battle of the Senate control. So yeah, these are like these are in Senators Raphael Warnock of Georgia, Mark Kelly in Arizona. Also, the other ones in the somewhat endangered, Senator Cortez Masto of Nevada and Senator Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire, which is so far the most of the political or election pollsters say that you know vulnerable if and she will be more vulnerable if probably if Governor Sununu, the current governor of the state, New Hampshire, challenges her and still can make the race into l- lean or from likely Democratic to lean Democratic. Or it can be also in toss up. If it's in toss up, it'll favor Republicans more because of course it's a toss up. It's a toss up state. But if it's lean, then there might still gonna be uncomfortable with it, of course. But if it's toss up and that will be only toss up if Governor Sununu decided to challenge us, the first time junior senator. Okay, well that will be the same in Arizona and Georgia, but I do consider Arizona, Georgia, Nevada as likely and Nevada likely Democratic. Arizona and Georgia lean Democratic. All right. So yeah. So Senator Warnock has $7.2 million, and Senator Kelly had $6 million in their campaign war chest. That's according to the financial filings this week that was reported by the FEC. And yes, the midterms are 15 months away. So, yeah, like I said, here it is. These are the four states that Republicans really want to grab: New Hampshire, Nevada, Arizona, and Georgia. All states won by the current Democratic president, I should say. So now the NRSC is now, you know, is now trying to see or trying to recruit some strong Republican non-incumbent Senate candidates. And same goes for DSCC, trying to find out who is the most, who can be the possible strongest Democratic Senate non-incumbent candidates. So yeah, and I had this theory in my in my op-ed in Medium that I don't know, I didn't that I said that I hope that the DSCC changed tactics, not to not recruit or endorse non-incumbent candidates early on, especially if they have primaries. But I also noted that, though I not to my article but to myself, that you know they can they can endorse early on some candidates that do not have Senate primary elections. So we all know that was the case for Senator Mark Kelly and DNC Chair Jamie Harrison, since they have no since they're the only Senate non-incumbent Senate candidates that was endorsed by the DSCC that don't have primary opponents. And and in next year Senate elections, I just hope that they they start to well they said they have talked with Charles Booker, former state rep Charles Booker of Kentucky, but that's about it. Though I just wish that they already endorsed Congressman Tim Ryan's Senate run and Attorney Hanifa Khalik of Indiana, because she's the she's the only black female Senate candidate on the Democratic side in the Indiana Democratic Senate primary. That is really one of my calls there. Though, and here's another thing. Like I just hope that if I just hope that which of the Democrats, well, of course, the non-incumbent Senate candidates in those states that there has that they want to that they want to challenge an incumbent Republican. Well, if those Senate candidates that win the Democratic primaries that the DSCC don't really like in the first place, but I just hope that they endorse them. You know why? Because of course their goal is to, elect Democrats, especially non-incumbent Democratic Senate candidates. And they should not be picky. Not this, not now, not never. If I was a member of the DSCC, well, example only, of course. If I was a member of the DSCC staff, I would tell this to Senator Peters that, excuse me, Senator, I we excuse me, Senator, we really should endorse the Senate candidate primary winners in their primary elections, whether we like them or not, whether they can raise big money or it does have big money from grassroots donations, or just had had backing of the richest people on their state. Of course, the backing of the rich people on their state should not matter, of course. It's the people that matters. It's your fellow state citizens or state residents. And that's so yeah, I just wish that, if they don't like the candidate, I still hope that they should endorse him or her, because that's what that's what the the aim of their group is, right? That was the aim of their group. I got nothing else to say much about it. So yeah, but That's one of my urges to the DSCC over and over again. Though I just already said in my Twitter feed that I'm supporting these non-incumbent Senate candidates. So I'm gonna name them, all of them. So the one, so in the Arkansas Democratic Senate primary, I support Dan Whitfield, and in Alaska, I support Dr. Al Gross. If if he will run again, and in Florida, I support the 2018 and 2020 congressional candidate Alan Ellison, and in Iowa, I might support Axney, and if in yeah, it's of course, and if she will run again, in no, not run again, if she decided to take up the challenge to try to unseat Grassley, or if Grassley retires, try to fill that open seat after his term ends in January 3, January 3rd, 2023. All right, that's it. And here's another one. Charles Booker, of course, former state rep Charles Booker of Kentucky, and Attorney Henry Fakalik of Indiana. And who else? Uh, who? Lucas Coons of Missouri. He's a progressive veteran, just like Richard Ojeda, Mike Breuer, and few more. Though I really did remember Jason Kander to him because of his track record of being a lawyer and being a service part of the service in the U.S. Army, basically, or the U.S. Marines. Other one is former state senator and also a 2020 Senate candidate Erica Smith from North Carolina. And in Pennsylvania and in Ohio, of course, it's no secret, it's Congressman Tim Ryan. In um, Pennsylvania, it's Vice Governor John Fairman, or Lieutenant Governor in the American term. And he was a and as you all know, as you have may all know that he's a 2016 Senate candidate, but then lost to Katie McGinty. Okay. In South Carolina, State Rep Crystal Matthews, though I did wish Jamie Harrison could have run again for Senate, but Biden picked him, of course, as the NC chair. I got nothing to do. I can't do anything about that, of course. And in Wisconsin, former state, former majority state rep, former vice governor, and congressional vice gubernatorial and congressional candidate now and current Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson. So yeah, those are no wait. There's a right. There's another one. There's another one. Another one is call center agent or representative for the call centers. Well, he's part musician. I don't know, probably. Well, though his name is Austin Searle, he's a Yang Gang Democrat. So yeah, the Yang Gang Democrat. So yeah, though. So yeah, those are the list of the Senate non-incumbent candidates that I'm supporting, still are, and I just hope that if, of course, here's a if like if ever those people that I mentioned that I'm supporting wins all of them win their Senate Democratic primary elections, I just hope the DSCC won't turn a blind eye on them. Because if they did, then okay, fine. You can turn a blind eye on them, but you'll regret it. I'm telling you. That's it. I I just don't want them being shit about this. All right. Now that's out of the way. Though I mean, right, I'm gonna be honest about here. Take it back. Taking it. I'm gonna be honest around here. Like some people that I mentioned might not win those races, considering how ruby red the states that they want to represent in the Senate is currently as it is. I get it, but there's no such thing as an well. There might be such thing as an unwinnable fight, but look at the gubernatorial races. Okay, look at in Kansas, it was a deep red, but then a gubernatorial candidate won there, Governor Laura Kelly, and in Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear, his father also won. Well, meanwhile, in the blue states like Maryland, they had a Republican governor, of course. New Hampshire had a Republican governor, and Vermont, Massachusetts. So I don't believe that. So I still really don't believe much of an unwinnable fight because if you could really turn out people, if you could really speak or listen much more to the issues that they care about, and then just tell them what kind of solutions that you want to implement with their support, then it could be a big pitch, and they just need to overcome these politicized social issues and focus more on how to how will you deliver for the people in your state. I think, and you really should not miss the economic argument, just like Mr. Tom Nelson says. And apparently, he will be right about that, at least to my case. So yeah, like they could win, especially in the rural. I just hope they win the rural parts of the state. Though the only problem is that corporations are tricking the broke ass white people. That the problem mostly is immigrants, and they're immigrants or giving you guys free stuff, everything, or giving you guys power economically. Like for me, it's bullshit. This is what the corporate politics is really is. Much of a sham, scam, or other else. At least, of course, again, in my opinion, and no one could challenge that. But we all know how the Exxon Mobil lobbyists just confirmed which are the Democratic and Republican senators that they're trying to ask protection on. So it's no brainer. And most of the American people already know that most of these establishment politicians from both sides of the aisle are of course beholden to these corporations. And we could also see that in the in secret.org. It's a campaign finance website where you of course we can see any candidate regardless of the office they're running in. We can see their campaign funds, how much in the small, medium dollar grassroots donations and to the corporations. Eh, And yeah, that's it. Like I don't really get to review this much. I just showed it. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Most of it for now. So all right, let's go naman dito sa upcoming election ng bansa natin. To be honest, ito kasi, ayaw kasing pinag-uusapan muna yung election muna dito sa bansa. Not unless pag pumatak yung October for the for the certificate of candidacy filings, and pag nag-start na yung 3-month campaign and the debates for president and senate elections. Uh, Plus, I don't, you know, I ain't gonna really care much sa mga magiging sa mga sa mga whispered na mga possible. Kasi possible lang yun eh. Kasi pwedeng hindi sila kumandidato, pwedeng kumandidato. Simple as it is. So that's why I'm waiting for October. But for now, I just wanna say something about it. Oh, yeah, advance sorry. No, I mean late sorry if I keep scratching up my nose. It's so freaking itchy. All right, so anyways, so we all know naman siguro yung mga sinabi ni President na he wants to be a vice presidential candidate, then but it's fine, but I don't think he should run. But now that he decided that he wants to, throw in the throw in the hat, throw in his hat in the ring, then okay, sure. But I blame this to the false. I don't want to say false. It's false Asia, and to those supporters that just wants him to be around forever, doesn't want him to retire whatsoever. It's it's disappointing, to be honest. And then they want his daughter to run for president, even though she clearly said at first that she doesn't want it, but then because of these early political action committees that was organized by her supporters, though not directly approved by her nor linked to her, just like the ones in Vice President Robredo and Senator Lacson's supporters PACs, diba? So, ayun. Ay, sorry, I forgot yung mga sinasabi ko again. No, look, but the point is that for for me is that it's still too early. Though to be honest, I'll admit here that I have joined Senator Political Action Committee Facebook group page that dedicated to convince Senator Lacson to run, and now apparently he's now thinking about it as well. And of course, magkaka-announcement sila ni Senate President Soto on August 5. Though I said this before in my Twitter, in my Twitter, that that if Senator Lacson ain't gonna aim for presidency nor aim for a re-election, since of course he's just newly re-elected again for a third term, then I might incline to vote for Vice President Robredo if she'll declare her candidacy or if she'll file her presidential candidacy. But then I'm now in balance confusion. So, ayun. Ay, balik tayo dun sa point ko. I forgot my point. Alright, so I kind of blame this early packs from the Lenny camp, Sarah camp, and the Lacson camp. Dahil sa three political action committee groups na to, natutokso na sila. Now they're planning, diba? Like October is still far away, to be honest. And the 2022 election is still far away also, to be honest. Though the registering of younger people like me, saktong 18, then then ang first time mo makakaboto at the age of 19 since ang birthday ko New Year. So yeah. And no, di pa nakapag-register to vote. So yeah, never mind that. So, ayun. But yeah, again, I blame these PACs dahil nagkukumahog na ang camps nila and their staff and allies. Dahil nga, sinasabi na possibly lang. I don't know. You can believe this or don't. Whether you do, it's a material. It's a material for me. Okay, so I do think that their allies, of course, and their staffers are now already thinking about this na, oh, ang lakas ng support sa inyo nitong mga early political action committees sa FB or Twitter or whatever. Diba? Like, syempre, they're gonna think that, I think this is the time, probably. This is this is the time to think about it. But of course, uh, those three people will still say that, of course, it's still too early. Now, of course, it's early and may pandemic pa tayo. Of course, we're not stupid and we don't want to take advantage of this shit. And they understand that. But and here's my pitch again to the Lenny supporters. Like, wag na kayong wag kayong maging hypocrite sa early campaigning. Kasi wala nga pa-motorcade si VP Lenny. Sure, okay, wala siyang motorcade na campaign. Of course, I can see that. But meron kayong mga mga future campaign posters or encouragement campaign posters for her to run, for her to file candidacy for the presidency. And sasabihin nyo, like, ang mga Duterte supporters yung sila lang pala yung nag-early campaigning. Like, paano kayo, di ba? Yun din sana yung then sa mga fellow ko dyan na Lacson supporters. So yeah, to be honest. Kasi like, I know na hindi kayo directly linked kay Senator Lacson and that's good. Though I just wish that I just wish this three groups na stop more more likely doon lang sa Lenny and Sarah groups na stop colliding of blaming each other or accusing each other ng early campaigning because it's not gonna help your case. I'm serious, it's not gonna help your case. It isn't. That's how it is. It's just that's your PACs. Okay, I get it. That's your PACs, but just don't accuse either side of early campaigning because both supporters of both sides have been doing it the last few months. That's right. I'm gonna call out both Lenny and Sarah supporters for this ridiculous bullshit that they're doing. That's it. Like you really should not have done this in the first place, to be honest. Especially sa group of people na sumusuporta kay Senator Lacson dahil malayo pa yung election, for fuck's sakes. Malayo pa. And then ngayon, di ba, nakikita ko mga debacle sa Twitter na itong mga BDS, like, blah, 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 ang early campaigning, di ba bawal yan? Paano yung sa Lenny supporters? And yeah, bago niyo ako birahin na sa public funds, I don't give a fuck if may ginagamit na public funds ng Duterte supporters. As far as I know, wala. And as far as I know, hindi to directly linked or approved ni Mayor Sara nor yung kay Vice President Robredo. So please stop being hypocrites and just do your own thing. If you still want to continue your political action committees, fuck it. Fine by me. I don't really care. I just want you to stop accusing each other in an early political campaign. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Right, so that's my short political commentary for now. I know it's short and masyado akong nag-beat around the bush. To be honest, okay? But alright. So yeah, medyo nag-beat around the bush na ako. Of course, I recognize that. But I think that given I've shared my own points, my own views about the upcoming elections, both here, both in US and dito sa Pinas. All and last thing na lang na sasabihin ko, I know I know that if I say this, I am literally biased, but good luck to those declared Democratic 2022 non-incumbent Senate candidates that I'm supporting. I hope na manalo sila sa primary and I hope na manalo sila sa general election. And then the other, so yeah, that's it for now. And wala na talaga akong masabi much. Wala talaga akong masabi much. Oh, ayun lang. So, yeah, I think I might have, I think I can have a say more to the to our country's politics next time probably, or yeah, probably next time or sooner. I don't know because random lang kasi itong times na to na I can be alone in a room or here in my room to do these political commentaries, which I know some of you guys will think na, oh, it's freaking terrible. Diba? Like, I get it. But I don't do this really. I don't really mind how many views I can get. It's just that I just want to share my thoughts. Okay, just want to share my thoughts on YouTube. That's it. That's it. Simple as that. So, alright, I'm gonna say one last thing. Mga pinaka last na talaga to. So, we all know naman, Senator Pacquiao, the junior senator from Sarangani, is now the ex-president of the PDP Laban. Do I think it's a good or bad thing for him to be kicked out? For me, it's good. Para it's good thing na ma-kick out siya doon because because he really should reflect, to be honest, on why did he had a political alliance with Duterte after he won the presidency. This is really what I hate na sa Philippine politics talaga, palakasan. Just like also in the US, of course, like there's this instance that, there's this one instance, sorry, the current West Virginia governor who won re-election named Jim Justice. So he's a former Democratic governor from West Virginia. And then nag-align siya kay Trump. Nag-align siya kay ex-President Trump who won, of course, the election. And yeah, that's it. He became a Republican since 2017 ever since. Look, if I was a political figure here in the Philippines and I was a member of a certain political party, then in either Congress or Senate or kahit sa local level ng politics, or yeah, local level of legislative or executive politics, I won't gonna go to the other side. Why the hell should I go to the other side? Dahil malakas yung appeal nila sa tao, then nanguutulang din naman sila ng mga tao. Like, dude, no. You really should stick to your own team. And to be honest, it's okay to become an independent political figure, to be honest. Like, yung the literal independent, because being in a political party won't really help you. I'm telling you, it might help you electorally, but it's not gonna help you to craft good and common sense policies. Though though problema rin talaga dito sa bansa yung tayong mga voters, of course, na yung mga older voters na sinasabi nila na, oh, pag binoto ka ba namin, like, if yung, like, gagawin pa yung mga ano namin, or will you, pay us back in your debt, like, ganon, yung mga ganong typicals. Like, you should say hell no, like, you might have helped get me elected, pero I have principles, and some of the people here probably, di ba, like, example lang, na paano kung may mga ibang tao, di ba, like, like your principles, and like the solutions na you're talking about with them to help solve their problems, di ba? That will benefit you, like that will benefit you politically more than yung palipat-lipat ka ng political parties para lang maka-appeal ka sa mga tao, tapos sasabihin mo lang, oh, I support this presidential candidate that you guys like, it's bullshit. That's it. It's a bullshit bandwagon. Nothing more, nothing less. So, yeah, that's why wag na kayo, like, stop the bandwagon, stick up to your convictions, stick up to your policy, dream policies, rather, and stick up for serving your fellow Filipinos. Kaysa naman panay ka play kaysa naman panay ka laro ng political games that only benefits you in the short term, and it could backfire to you in your re-election next time. Yun na yung masasabi ko doon. Yun lang. Wala na akong ibang maano doon. Wala na akong ibang masasabi about it. And though, good luck na lang sa mga 2020, good luck na sa mga 2022 candidates dito. Yeah, that's it for now. And goodbye.